The Tennessee Titans, oh how you fumbled the bag last year, and I put all the blame on one man because if you switched quarterbacks, what team do you think would win? That's all I'm going to say about that. Mike Vrabel is a hell of a coach, and that showed all season, even winning Coach of the Year last year. Derrick Henry was on pace for MVP, the O-line was one of the best, and you had 2 top receivers in the league. Unfortunately for the Titans, it didn't work out in 2021, and as we move forward, we'll see if this team still got what it takes to make a run for it. Starting with the passing stats, they had an average season, passing the 8th least amount of times and gaining the 9th least amount of yards. But they performed efficiently, completing over 2/3 of passes and being sacked the 7th least amount of times. Both A.J. Brown and Julio Jones didn't have the season we anticipated, and that ended faster than it started. Looking at the run game, they were a top 10 rushing team, running the ball the 2nd most amount of times, tied for the 3rd most rushing touchdowns, and had the 5th most rushing yards. Most of that came from Derrick Henry, of course, but even D'Onta Foreman was able to go off. Looking at the O-line, they switched out a lot of players. Starters Roger Stafford and David Kissenberry moved on, so Jamarco Jones and rookie Nicholas Petit-Ferrer have been added, but still that's not much of an improvement. Now your starting O-line is Taylor Lewan, Aaron Brewer, Nem Jones, Nate Davis, and Dylan Redunce, and to me this is looking like an O-line that could perform outside the top 10. Looking at the tight end spot, Austin Hooper was added, and Geoff Swaim remains. This is in replacement of Anthony Firkser and Michael Pruitt. And at receiver, Julio Jones and A.J. Brown left, so the Titans picked up Robert Woods, 1st round pick Treylon Burks, and Kyle Phillips from UCLA. Still, this unit doesn't look so great compared to others, but maybe in 2 years the screw may work out. At running back, Derrick Henry is back and healthy. D'Onta Foreman and Adrian Peterson were not re-signed. Hassan Haskins was picked up in the draft, and Dontrell Hilliard remains. At quarterback, Tannehill remains the starter, while Malik Willis develops. Hopefully he can learn a thing or two on how not to play quarterback like Ryan Tannehill. Overall, this offense doesn't look as good as last year. At least 4 starting vets have been let go, and only 1 was replaced by another vet. Looking at their defensive performance, they were just above average, allowing the 11th least amount of points, 12th least amount of yards, caused the 10th most sacks, and 15th most takeaways. Now looking at their defense, starting with the D-line, Deshaun Hand has been added at D-end, Denico Autry, Kevin Strong, Tyre Naquan Jones, and Jeffrey Simmons are still there. At linebacker, Derek Robertson, Nick Zubnar, and Nate Hall have moved on, but no new additions have been made besides a few rookies. Still, you have Bud Dupree, David Long, Zach Cunningham, Harold Landry, Ola Adini, and Dylan Cole. At safety, everyone is the same, Kevin Byard, Amani Hooker, and AJ Moore, with the addition of a few rookies. In that corner, Janoris Jenkins left the team, leaving Caleb Farley, Christian Fulton, and rookie Roger McCreary to hold it down. Overall, this defense doesn't look too impressive compared to the Chargers, Colts, Saints, Steelers, etc. This team still needs upgrades at corner, safety, and D-end, so we'll see how they do. Here's a look at who they play. The NFL ranked this the 8th easiest schedule in the league, mainly because they play the Giants, Commanders, and Texans and Jags twice, which if you're last year's team, these should all be W's, but I have a feeling this year they won't, and I predict the Titans to go 7-10, maybe 8-9. I don't think they'll be able to hang with one of the really good teams anymore, but Mike Vrabel is one of the best, so I wouldn't count his team out. He has that Bill Belichick style with a modern twist to it, so Titans fans, let me know how you feel about this team. Do you agree with my prediction? Let us know in the comment section below. By the way, if you bet on NFL games, click on the link below and visit thegridironbets.com. I go over all the research for each game so you don't have to. I also show you my picks and host a group chat for NFL bettors, giving you everything you need to have the best betting experience possible. It's convenient, it's free, and from what I've seen, there's nothing like it. With that being said, if you enjoyed my content, be sure to give me a like and subscribe as it helps me beat this YouTube algorithm. That's it for this video. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.